I like art when it can be touched and when it can be interactive and when it gives more of a purpose to me than just something pretty to look at. You can actually interact with it. Like, I like that part of art. So it is a lot of fun to see the kids, especially as we've been getting kids back in the building and they've been able to see it for the first time, whether they're up in the art, going to art and they see the one outside, or this one's kind of tucked in our kindergarten corner, so not everyone knows this one exists. So then it's a fun surprise when they do walk by and they're like, oh, something new.
Well, I want to say Miss Fowler's a good painter. And this painting is very nice.
So I am Brandy Fowler. I am a paraprofessional here at Parkwood Elementary. We're going to bounce across the ruler because we don't want to get our feet all sticky in our glue. Okay? We noticed last year we had a couple friends that needed that extra movement, and they were having some disruptive times in class. They just had that extra energy that we just knew they needed to get out. So I actually last year upstairs with this colored masking tape made a quick little sensory path in one of the halls upstairs. And so I would take my friends up there when they needed a moment to like reset themselves, and we would go through the path and they could get out that extra energy. They could kind of focus their attention and their brain space on what needed to be focused on, and they could get back to class without missing as much if they didn't get that energy out, or without disrupting as much if they were still in the class. So then we were actually inspired by Miss Ehlers at Bridgeway. I saw that she had done hers in her big hallway and loved it. It looks really good. She's fantastic. And so I knew we wanted to do something more permanent. The masking tape peels off a lot quickly, pretty easily, so it was constantly retaping down. So the paint for she did looked beautiful and worked great, so we decided that we wanted to copy her idea and do sensory paths for our school that we'd be able to have for hopefully a little longer than a couple of weeks before they got torn up.
It like has art and PE mixed together a lot, and this is very good painting, and I really like it because it's like you see art and PE together.
So I actually talked to Miss Wheeler, she's ROT, about once I did the masking tape path upstairs, like what components of it were good for occupational therapy kind of things, and what maybe components were missing. And so we kind of talked through about the different ways of moving your body through the path that would help regulate your energy and regulate your body and all that. So I kind of took a lot of what I had already done upstairs with the masking tape and then things that she had said, and just kind of went with, okay, these are the components I want to have. I want them having my hopping. I want to have them tiptoeing. I want to have them using their hands, moving their bodies like a crossbody. And then took those ideas and made them into a theme, like a picture theme. So this theme on this one is, I guess, sea life or ocean. So we have, I took all those components and just built them into like a ocean mural. And the one, other one is in the art hall, and it's actually right outside the art classroom. So that one is art themed.
Both of them are very nice. I like them, and I know both. I think Miss Fowler did both of them. Very good artist.
So we knew we wanted to do it like over the summer. It was going to have to be a summer project because they have to like strip the floors of the wax and all the work the custodians do. With, we wanted them to seal the wax over it to kind of hold it in better. So we knew it was going to be a summer project, that, and it was going to take me more than 10 minutes to paint. So I kind of sketched out things, especially once the pandemic happened and I was home and couldn't really do much. So that was kind of where I filled my found free time with, was just getting ideas and researching just different ways we could take those tools and incorporate them into some kind of artistic flow. So yeah, I sketched out different components, kind of put them together how I wanted. When I was able to get back into the building, I could measure out an actual space and see where I was working with. And then once the custodians and everybody was back in and we were allowed to come back, they had the floors like prepped for me, I guess. And then I went through and basically with some like base layer paint pre-sketched out, I guess, with the paint, like what it was gonna be. It was just a white base layer. And then from there I like added just like layers of color and the details. So it was a couple day process for each one, because you had the drying time in between and all those little details to add in later. And then once I was finished, I gave our custodians the go-ahead, and they came through and did their summer waxing they always do. and a beautiful job and waxed over it and made it all shiny. So it was a process, but it was really fun. I enjoyed working on it, and I enjoyed doing it. Like it wasn't work to me, it was just fun that I got to do. So I'm really glad I was able to use something I like to do in making art and give it to the school as something that they can use for the students.